Alright, so that's today's breakfast. Pretty fucking simple. Oats, some dark chocolate, dates, raspberries, some nuts, and of course the coffee. So today's rip, the Refran College Dropout, classic design, with the new Refran 2020 embroidered pants. Yeah, it's getting cold out here in Valencia. It's not even winter, but yeah, definitely not summer anymore. So yeah, that's gonna be today's trip. A bit of apartment update. I got this 32 inches screen. That's a laptop. So yeah, not sure if you can tell, but I'm actually back to coding, and also I got this chair. Yeah. Alright guys, welcome to episode number 2 of my YouTube channel. Today is 9th of November 2023, and I wanted to give you some context on why I'm doing these videos. Today there are 52 days left in the year, and I'm basically using that as a fake competition preparation deadline, right? What I mean is, I consider myself a calisthenics athlete, and one of the most important things as an athlete is to compete. I've competed in the past in Australia in small competitions, but basically since I've moved back to Spain, I haven't really had the chance of competing. The main reason is because the level here is too damn high, so it is not realistic for me to compete yet in one of the existing competitions. This doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it in the future, and this is one of the reasons why I'm preparing myself for that. So instead of preparing for one of the real competitions that are happening here, which are many, I will be using the end of the year date as a way of a fake deadline. So I basically have 52 days left until that happens, and I will be testing my strength skills there. On the previous video, I did a pull session, and today is push day. So I'm gonna be just showing you how my current training looks like, but basically how I schedule my training normally is push day, pull day, rest, and I just cycle that. So today is push day. So yeah, I will be showing you how my plants training looks like. Basically, just overall in the big picture of my training, at least until the end of the year. The main focus is I'm gonna be spamming straddle plants as much as I can. So there are many things wrong with my technique, and my strength is not there yet, so I don't have straddled yet, but still I want to be spamming that as much as I can. By the end of the year, I will be seeing what my level is, and from 2024 I will be focusing more on the full plunge. What I mean is I will be start by spamming the band spam. Sorry, I will start by band spamming full plunge, so basically doing attempts with the band, and then maybe eventually I will try some full plunge without the band attempts and see how that goes. Alright, so I just finished warming up, and yeah, obviously as a calisthenics athletes we need to train shirtless because of form checking and all that stuff. So it's quite cold at the moment. Yeah, I feel like actually in winter, when it's cold, the arm sleeves actually makes a difference. I mean, I just like how it looks regardless of if it's hot or cold, but in winter, I think they're actually more needed, obviously, than in summer. So yeah, I'm gonna be wearing both of them. Yeah, actually, thanks for Meister. They actually sponsored me a couple of months ago. Yeah, I was using their tape for a while. Yeah, I'm actually very glad to be part of the team. I'd also like to wear some wraps. I know that's like a polarizing topic. Some people say that wraps are good. Some people say they're shit. They make you weaker. I don't know. So far, I'm using them, and I like it. So we'll see in the future. Warm-up holds, just like a tuck hold, and then maybe like a band hold, and then we will get into the actual workout. After the warm-up, I go right away into the attempts. I think it's important to differentiate attempts versus the actual training. To me, straddle planks is still very challenging, but I believe it's still important to try, especially with calisthenics. Putting your body on that sort of pressure which you are not comfortable with, over time I think it makes a difference. At the same time, it's hard to find the right balance between attempts and the actual training sets, so you don't want to be too gassed for the actual training work sets. So for me, 3 attempts to straddle, I find that is the right balance, Fuck! Alright, so I just finished attempts. Not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking shit. I wish I could show you guys something better in terms of how my straddle progress is. Honestly, even though I don't have it, I feel like that was even too bad for how my normal attempts go normally. The line was way too low, which I think it's actually one of the most important things when it comes to planche. Being able to have a good height is really hard and really important, and those attempts were not near to where it should be in terms of strength and height. So yeah, I guess it's not the best day, but you know what I mean? It happens. We all have these days, and I guess I'm just gonna show you how one of my bad days looks like. Honestly, like even if it was like my best day in planche, it wouldn't be still like a clean hole, but I will still think it was better than those. Anyways, we move on, and now what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna do some banded attempts with those ones. I have basically 2 different bands. This one very thin one, and this other one, I think this one is like 15, something like that, it's a bit thicker. So you're gonna be doing 3 attempts banded. Also, something that I like to do on my planche day training is to throw maybe 2 or 3 sets of front lever, just like a maybe max hold or maybe max presses. The reason why I can do this is because at least with front lever, I can handle that bit extra volume, even if it's not my front lever day. I still like to test it when it's my planche day. What I do in my planche day in terms of front lever is actually do straight arm work. What I mean by that is no touch, no pull-ups. I normally will do either hold or presses. Okay, so I'm done with the band work. The front lever, honestly, even the front lever felt shit today. So yeah, I guess it's one of those days, man. But yeah, they happen, I guess you just gotta push forward, keep coming, and eventually some good days will come. But yeah, even front lever felt pretty weak. Normally I was averaging like a 7.5 hold. I even reached 9 not long ago, and I think today I did like 4.5, 5. So yeah, it happens. But anyways, moving forward, now I'm gonna be doing some tack presses. Yeah, I'm very having a hard time with this move for a while now. I can do it when it's at the beginning of the workout, but if I do it after the style attempts or band, I can barely get up. But hey, let's try positive, see how it goes. Yeah, wish me luck. So yeah, just done with the presses work. I did 2 sets. Didn't manage to get up on any of them. Surprising. I still think it's important to try, even though you can get fully to handstand or even like you are 50% away from like the actual end range. I think it's still important to try that movement down pattern. I think it's pretty important for planche. To me, yeah, it's a very challenging movement for several reasons like technique, lack of strength, lack of mobility. So I managed to get it up in the past, like consistently whenever I do it in the beginning of the training. But because in this cycle I'm prioritizing more straddle, I'm always doing straddle at the beginning. I think at some point in the future I must swap them and prioritize more the presses. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, lastly, I'm gonna do 3 sets of advanced tack and maybe some tack push-ups just to add a bit more volume. I think advanced tack is probably the most important progression when it comes to planche and in terms of carryover to full planche. And I see all the time people out there that barely struggle with a 5-second advanced tack in a bad technique and like lacking protection, like weight forward, putting all the weight in the wrist and forearms and chest, which means they lack strength on the actual shoulder and serratus, which should be actually keeping your planche and not resisting your planche. Yeah, I see a lot of people out there like struggling with 5 seconds advanced tack and then trying full planche, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But everyone has their own training method. To me, I still try to spend a lot of time in advanced tack. If you don't have a good tack or you're struggle holding an advanced tack that day, chances are high that you're not gonna hold a full planche that day. I'm not being too hard with me. I'm strictly just comparing with myself in previous sessions, even like 1 or 2 months ago. But yeah, just a bad day. You can always find a million excuses to explain why there's a bad day. But bottom line, I think it's very important that you do introspection with yourself, be honest with your own progress, and ask yourself what's going on. I try to do that as often as possible. When I have a good day, I enjoy the good day. When I have a bad day, I think how can I improve it. I don't cry about it or oh, I stopped training, I'm gonna quit. No, it's just like important for you to reflect, and I encourage you to keep going. If you're having many bad days, I think you're gonna have a good day in the end. You know what I mean? But most of the people we just quit before we even reach the good day. So yeah. Anyways, stop off that rant. I'm gonna do some weights now. I recently bought some dumbbells. Yeah, I'm trying to get a bit of muscle mass. I really need it. I feel like I'm way too skinny for my height. So yeah, I want to add some muscle mass, mostly on my shoulders, biceps and triceps. That's where I'm lacking the most, and it's gonna help me with planks, obviously. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope you liked the video, and I also hope this make it so you can see a little bit how I train planks. If you have any comments, something you think I should be fixing or changing, let me know. But as usual, remember that I'm always switching things based on my progress or results, or I always want to try different things. So the fact that you saw this particular training today doesn't mean that I will stick with this type of training forever. I just want to see how far I can get with this training until the end of December. Then I will switch things around again. So yeah, there will be always good and bad days. This was not a good day, but I'm sure it will be a better one the next one. So for the next time, I'm sure it will be better holds. So yeah, let me know if you like it, and see you soon. Peace.